Hi, everybody. This is Marius from 28 East, and I'm here to quickly give you a recap on changes that's happening with Google Maps pricing from the 1st of March 2025. Okay, so let's get into it. There was a blog post that happened in December that looked like this. All these links will be shared in the video. So this is what came out in December. The most important thing here was that there was mention on the 1st of March, but much better page where you can read all about the changes is this one that looks like this. And there are essentially three things happening. Number one, the volume discounts are becoming applicable to all customers. I'll show you in a moment what that looks like, and it's becoming transparent. The monthly credit is being replaced with a free tier, which we'll talk about, and then some APIs are transitioning to legacy services. So let's start with the monthly credit. The monthly credit, as you know, today, if you look at Google Maps pricing, you will get to a website that looks like this, and it will tell you that you get $200 credit for Google Maps usage. Whether you're using one or multiple APIs, it doesn't matter. Essentially, you eat the $200 credit, and then you start paying on a pay-as-you-go basis. This is changing on the 1st of March, and what is changing is the $200 credit is being replaced with a free tier, and the free tier applies to all APIs, but they're not all equal. They've been categorized. The essential APIs get 10,000 free requests. The Pro one get 5,000, and the Enterprise one get 1,000. And this is what it looks like. For the Maps family, all the essential ones in this column will get 10,000 each. The Pro ones get 5,000, and the Enterprise get 1,000. So I guess what Google is trying to do here is trying to encourage customers and developers to experiment more. So if you wanted to experiment with the navigation SDK or route optimization or things like the Solar API or the air quality API, you can now do it and it won't cost you any money. So that sounds like good news. The second one is, let's talk about volume discounts. Now, volume discounts has always been applicable to billing accounts for 28 East customers, and Google is now extending tier 1 to 5 to all customers. And on this website, again, very transparently, they will show you what it means from the 1st of March. So I'm just scrolling here to the bottom, and you can see here for dynamic maps, it falls into the essential category, 10,000 free requests from 1st of March. And then this is the price list. So you'll see the first 100,000 still at $7 per 1,000. Then there's a discount for the next 400. And then these, the next three levels wasn't transparent in the past, but now it is. Now for customers with 28 East, it basically means that there is absolutely no change happening. Even for customers on tier 6 and 7, which is not here, there is no change until the 31st of August 2025, and we will definitely chat to you before then in terms of other discounts that we can negotiate with Google beyond tier 5. And then lastly, the legacy API, there's even a page dedicated to this. It basically means that the API sitting on this side, on the left-hand side, they will move into a legacy status. They're not deprecated. Deprecation notice hasn't been issued, and even from deprecation notice, you will have 12 months. So we're not expecting anything happen soon here, but important to note that from the 1st of March, all the new development will go into the APIs on the right-hand side. Now, these APIs are already available. You don't have to wait till the 1st of March. And the action point here for most customers is to say, put this on your roadmap. When you're doing some maintenance upgrades on your applications, make sure that you transition to these new APIs. You can see distance matrix and directions being replaced by a single one called Routes API. And then probably most importantly, this one called Places API is being replaced with something called Places API brackets new. And some of the new developments are already taking place around this new Places API. Then last but not least, unrelated to the changes happening on the 1st of March, on the 19th of March, Google is having an event for a public launch of the cloud region. So the Google Cloud region has been active for more than a year, but there's going to be a big public launch. And if anybody's interested, you can go to our website /events. You can register here and you can attend this event to learn more about what the global, the local region means for the local data centers, latency, security, those sort of things. Okay, that's the wrap. Cheers.